set the program single-season team record for threes in a season. And Ade Papola became the first player this year with a double-double for the Golden Hurricane. He's also the first player with 10 rebounds in the game. Tulsa was the last team in the country to achieve that. Coach.
Thanks, Tom. It's not a stat that I really thought would happen, but first I want to say thank you for the number of legends that attended today. Had a lot of communication with so many of them, and really appreciate them coming back. We always want them to know they're welcome to come back. It's good to see you too, DT, another legend of ours here today. But we told our team that we really wanted to represent Tulsa basketball in a strong way for all of our alumni. That, as I told them yesterday, that some that played at the fairgrounds, some that played downtown, some that played here, but all of them had a big part in building this place, and we want to honor that the right way by playing really hard. I thought we did that for the most part. There's a couple lapses and things that we've got to fix, but I thought our team played well together and got a total team effort win. So, questions?
You have had your fingerprints now on the 0-1 team that broke or set the three-point record. Now this team that broke the three-point record. Did you, like, year to year, do you, like, with regard to the number of threes you want to see, right, attempted? Does it just depend on personnel, or are you kind of really committed to a certain percentage or volume of threes?
We would like to shoot a number of threes, like a high number. Personnel is going to drive that. Not going to have guys that can't shoot threes shoot a lot of them. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. But going into this year, we really leaned into shooting, finding a number of guys that had a shooting resume at Division I, at junior college, in high school. We wanted as much shooting as possible because we'd been lacking that. And I thought we did that. You could sense in the summer that, hey, we need to shoot. We'd like to shoot if it's 50% of all of our attempts, like, be good with that as long as they're good ones. And we've got some guys that a decent shot for them is a high percentage shot. I mean, Ade, Miles Barnstable, David Green. We've got a number of guys, but shooting threes is a big part of what we want to do.
David Green looked like he returned to form today. Talk about David's next day.
Yeah, I was really happy for him. Having that extra day, I thought, was really important. Just the Sunday off. I mean, just was really important because we just haven't had many, and so him getting a number of treatments. You got to give a lot of credit to Emily Nelson, our trainer, and then just the discipline that DG has had to try to help himself get as fresh as possible. So, but it was great to see him be productive the way he was.
What are you telling the team going into these last 3 games before postseason play?
So this week, it really referenced a part of a book that I read a long time ago. Jim Collins' is Good to Great, and he talks about the good being the enemy of great. And the reason being is that good is so easy to be satisfied, just be happy, be content. And we've had a good season, but we want to have a great season. And to do that, it's really challenging. And it just got to be able to squeeze a little bit more out of ourselves. We've got to be able to push a little bit harder. We've got to just think a little bit more deeply, be a little bit more intentional. And that's been the message. We've been in a number of close games, and we need to execute a little bit better to do that. We've got to, as I said, we've got to chase perfection and hope we land on excellence.
Talk about Ade, obviously, double-double. But, I mean, he was on fire the first half. He was just, in another world, 20 points. So just talk about a little bit about him.
We want him to be aggressive. It's funny. We recruited him to do that. Like, he's a special type of shooter, long arms, early on, and for a while he just he was a little bit hesitant or trying to figure out what shots to shoot, and I've just been very, very candid with him. Like, hey, when you get your feet set, like, that's your rhythm is on you, but when you get open and you get a clean look, like, let's let it rip. And he was letting it rip today. I thought he played to just a little bit extra gear, and some of the deflections, he got steals. He tried to dunk it twice. Like, he just played with a little extra pop today.
Anything else for Coach?
Talked about Paula's, a couple of weeks ago, you mentioned that he has a pretty jump shot, and it really textbook, I mean, just like the way you draw it up, right? Like instruction kind of stuff. Did you recruit him? I mean, because he had 5 steals today, so obviously a complete performance. But was it his 3-point shooting that really compelled you most to bring him here?
Yeah, there's a number of things. I mean, we saw a guy with positional size. He's all of 6'6". He's got a 6'11" wingspan. He came from a very, very strong junior college at Moberly, coached by, I think, a terrific coach in Pat Smith. He'd experienced winning. They were a game out of Hutch this last year. They'd been to Hutch before. He's won. He's from St. Louis. He has a hunger about him, and he also fit us. I like his personality. He's got a big smile. He's a guy that you like to hang out with. I also saw a guy that thought that could still get a whole lot better. Strength-wise, weight-wise, he's gained 15 pounds since he's been here. So all those types of things, you wrap into it. But we leaned into the shooting in this recruiting cycle. We wanted to find as much as we possibly could. And then we went to the junior college ranks to find him.
So he is 48 and 12 in his last 60 games, right? You're talking about last year plus this year. So, I mean, are you a believer that some guys just affect winning? You know what I mean? It's real important to him. And do you see that from him? That he's driven mostly, foremost by winning?
Yeah, I think everybody's got there's motivations, and there's good players and there's winning players. Not every good player is a winning player. Not every winning player is a good player, though, either. There's just a different type of good. And if you look at our roster, there's a number of guys that have won before coming here and won a lot. And so it's not, never say never, but we really wanted to find shooting guys that have experienced winning, guys know what it looks like, know what sacrifice is about, and because there's sacrifice all over this roster. Like today, Miles Barnstable didn't get many shots, and today wasn't his day. But other guys were, and Miles is totally fine with it. And that's what winning is all about. Guys that know what that's about.
But even when Paul would get 24 to 28 minutes and get 3 shot attempts, right? Did you ever have to pick him up a little bit, or was he kind of okay all along because you were winning?
Yeah, I will say as a team, that has not been part of the equation. It's really guys know that we have depth. We're out a very important player in Miles Rigsby, but we had guys that were able to pick up from that. And guys just have an understanding that, hey, the way the game goes, you're not a 10 out of 10 every game as a team or as an individual. And it's so important to have other guys that can step up. And so this group would really, really wants to win.
Just teams all over the country, though, that because in the sense of not being able to look inside them and know what they're really made of. You see how they catch it and shoot it and do it guard and all that. But as people, you don't really. It's a blind draw in some regards. But don't you just feel massively appreciative of having what seems to be 11 new guys that really seem to have gelled as a
Oh, I appreciate these guys very much. The players, the staff. Like, this is, as you know, this is not an easy thing. It's a challenging thing each spring, and you don't always hit. But we felt good in the summer, and we really dialed into. And again, you're gonna make mistakes, but in different ways. But we dialed into, and we always have people, and you try to get really good players that you feel like will fit this place, and then work really hard, because there's a number of things that have to go right, and we got a long ways to go. Like, I want to play with this group for a long time, but this was a good win today, and we're going to dive back in the film tomorrow and get ready for Tulane.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've never even heard of them speak. That's great. Good.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, everybody. He's the guy you want to talk to. Place where we've played a number of teams twice, and now we're playing some teams the first time. This is the first time we played UTSA, first time we played Tulane. You know, they play a matchup zone, so when we have like opponents, I don't really watch their defense all that much. But now, today, we will. And so we got to dial into it. It's always a tough place to go down there and get one.
Big game.
Big game.
Yep,
Thanks, everybody. DT, good seeing you.
So, is everybody good? When you were 12, 14, were you just one of those guys that, because he always, Coach Conkle always talks about, you know, your mechanics and how pretty it is. And, were you always fundamentally really solid like that, or were you a little guy who threw it at the basket and you developed into a pretty shooter, like he talks about?
I think as a kid, all I did was shoot. Even in the gym, just shoot. That's it. Go get it wherever it went and shoot it again. And that was my role growing up. Just be ready to shoot, and that's where it come from. Now I got to take it to another level and, shot fake and do other things, create whatever it is for whatever team. And that's really where it come from.
So, like I asked Tim a minute ago, like even games when you would get 20-something minutes, but only 3 shots, or something, right? And you, like you say, that's been your role since you were a little guy, right? Shoot, score, shoot, score. Have there been moments when it was kind of low? You felt a little bit low here, or did you just look around and say, man, I'm not the only good shooter here, I'm not the only good player here, and you said to be patient, I guess?
I feel like I shoot it, so like that's my role. So I know that's what I do. So we got this thing like one of the GAs, Elijah, told me like he broke it down in percentages, and he was like, "You're a great shooter, so keep shooting no matter what. If you miss it, the next one go in there and keep the same mentality with every shot, and the percentages will balance it out eventually somewhere down the line." And I just think that stuck with me.
Don't you think, though, at Tulane and beyond, people are going to say, game plan, and you got to guard him before he catches the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Just face guard you and keep you from. I mean, you've seen some of that already, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Do you expect to be defended differently from this point on? Because you had the big game a couple of weeks ago, you had the big game today. They see what you do when you get your opportunities.
Yeah, I feel like they will, but I feel like I'm a smart player. So if they do, I need to figure out some way to get DG to the block or get him going to his left hand or get Barnstable open and use that as our advantage, and then my shots will come. Just be a team player.
Maybe more dribble,
Yeah.
creativity.
Mhm.
You like your mid range?
I do. We kind of stay away from mid ranges a lot, but like if I could find a way to use that and get other people open and involved, then I'm gonna do that and then be ready to shoot when I'm open.
So your last name is pronounced Popola.
Popola, yes sir.
Now Ade Popola.
Ade Popola, yes sir.
Short or something.
Ade Bayo is my full first name.
Oh,
Yeah.
spelled like
ADEBAYO.
Bam.
Like Bam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had you ever been to Tulsa, Oklahoma before?
Nah. Not till I got here on my visit. That was my first time.
Did you commit during that visit?
Yeah, I did. The next day.
Where else had you been?
This was my first visit. Mhm.
So what was it about Coach Conkle or TU that you thought, all right, this is my spot?
When I came on my visit, like I felt the energy. It was all good vibes. I felt the realness and how they was acting. It wasn't like they've been acting the same way ever since I met them, and I'm attracted to the realness. So I felt like that, and then they got along with my mom. That was a big part of it too, and then they just gave me a great visit.
Who at the NBA level have you either patterned your game after, or for that matter, your shot technique, or just, I think like Barry mentioned, Ray Allen,
Yeah.
really great catch and shoot guys. Who at that level have you watched and really liked?
So as a little kid, I would have said Kevin Durant or somebody like that. But when I got older and started really playing basketball, I started watching more of like Jay Crowder and modeling my game after that.
Yeah, you guys. When I was a little kid,
Yeah, Jay Crowder.
Quit hogging all this.
And talk a bit about the double-double and also 5 steals. So it's not just, I mean, obviously shooting's great, but you have other parts to your game. So talk a little bit about the rebounding and the steals.
I feel like that's all effort, to be honest, and 1-2 and going to get the ball. I feel like the defense really ignited my offense, and then also with that, my team trusted me, got me open, and then I just did the rest.
Were you aware late in the game that you were close to a double-double?
No, I didn't even know I had 10 rebounds, or I probably thought I had a few rebounds, because I don't be keeping track. I just play.
What do you think you'll be doing in 15 years? 'Cause I
15
see you
years?
like an exceptional student, so I mean, you'll have opportunities outside of basketball. When your basketball's over, what would you like to do?
I'm not sure. I do know it'll be involved with giving back in some kind of way or helping people in some kind of way, because that really hit home for me, and I grew up in it, so that's for sure. I'm gonna give back something with giving back.
That you'll play 12 years after you leave?
Hopefully, that's the plan.
Anything else for Ade? Thank you.
All right, thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Appreciate it.
it.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.